Ape to you too, Steven. What's going on? Hey, I got two guys here. That's impressive. What's going on, guys? And what do you mean don't bend processor pins? I've never bent processor pins. The fucking processor doesn't have any goddamn pins. How the hell am I supposed to bend the fucking things? Oh. No, I have actually bent processor pins. It's been a very long time, but I have bent some. Knock on wood, I've never broken any. But I have bent a few in my life. Oh, jeez. Uh, oh, you're talking about that old Dell I had. Yeah, that thing was a piece of... That thing died. Matter of fact, that's where this processor came from. That came from that old Dell, that old Precision I had. I remember. Yeah, it wasn't so much that I bent the processor pin. Well, I kind of did. But the mice got in there and pissed on everything and corroded the connector, and I didn't realize it. So, it wasn't a big loss. I mean, I know which one you're talking about now. Yeah, that's actually where this processor came from. So, hey Dave, how you doing? And so, I mean, it died, but I mean, I have the processors. The memory is actually in my other Dell Precision. So, yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. Um, yeah, it's probably Comcast, honestly. No, I'm not on Wi-Fi. I don't think. No, not on Wi-Fi. Well, I think Comcast is just being stupid. Hey, Eric, give me a quick second here. I don't know if it's going to help or not. I don't know. I did accidentally lock Tigger in here earlier. I'll tell you what. Hang on for one quick second. I'm going to try something. Just don't go anywhere. Talk amongst. Yeah, it's got to be Comcast because I just rebooted this computer and it's still acting dumb. Even if I turn Wi-Fi on, it doesn't help. Oh my god, cat, you fucking reek. Oh, that sucks, Dave. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, it's got to be a Comcast thing. That's the only thing I can think of. It's probably too many people on the freaking network. Yeah, it's a Comcast thing. I'm only getting 11 megs up. I'm supposed to be getting 25. Give me a sec. Ah! Hi. So I cut it down to 720. I don't think it's going to make a difference. You fucking reek. Oh my god, cat. God, he's bad. A little better? Okay, well. No, he doesn't stink. His shit stinks. Oh my god. And I am not going to give him a bath. Bad. Boop. Boop the schnoot. Boop the schnoot. Yeah. You got stinky shits. Yes, you got stinky shits. Yes. Stinky shit. Stinky shit. Bad. Well, let's see what we can do. Maybe it'll get better. Whew. Okay, so as many of you might know, I picked two of these up. I only drug one in the house. I didn't have the energy to carry both of them in, but at least I picked the better of the two. Supposedly this one powers up but doesn't chime. So, gotta see what's up with that. This is why I bought it. So, I got this here. This is a 5870? Yeah. So, 5870 video card. This was just thrown in. There's all 4 hard drive trays are in here. There's only 1 drive in this machine. And it is a 640 gig. Tigger. Dual CPUs. I don't know what they are. I'm assuming they're stock. Has he said it has 64 gigs in it. Yep, he's right. So it's got 4 8 gig SIMs in each side for each processor. So yeah, the other one's got, I think, 48 gigs in it, something like that. The other one's a single processor. This one's supposed to be, hang on, .66 quad core. Let's see here. It does have a video card in it. I think it's a GT120. That's what it looks like. I mean, it's a piece of crap card. Yep, GT120. See my fat ass. I hope this card works. This is pretty good card. Thanks, Steve. There we go. Yeah, Steve's such a nice guy. He has to remind me how fat I am. Oh, coffee everywhere. Tigger bumped my cup. Asshole. Wasting my coffee. Power. Oh, there it is. Hey, Francois. Well, getting something. Fans are working. Oh, there we go. Well, I got something going on. I mean, it looks like ass, but it's doing something. Something tells me this GPU is probably bad. It would really suck. Well, both of these computers had the GT120s, have GT120s in them. I mean, I could just put this one back in and see if it works. I mean, I probably have. Actually, I think I have another GPU somewhere. I just wanted to see if it does anything first. It's possible. Yeah, it's super green. Yeah, I'm seeing the same thing you're seeing, so you're not seeing anything different. So it's not my capture equipment or anything like that. At least I don't think it is. No, it's still booting. It's just slow as fuck. Hey, Carthor. How are you doing? Oh my gosh, from 84. Good lord. With the proliferation of such cheap EEPROM programmers and readers anymore, is it even worth it? Well, I've got an arrow. I need a mouse. Mouse. Oh, no wonder it took so fucking long. Okay. Well, I mean, apparently the GPU is working. I don't know why it was so fucked up before. Hey, Trina. What? Yes, I love you too. Purr, purr, purr. Hi, Anna. Haven't seen you here before. Welcome. That's a confuser. It doesn't need your help. Yeah, it's probably going to come and go. There's probably too much shit going on. You have to remember, I live in the suburbs, so I got to share everything with everybody. Fucking cable. So it's booting so slow because it's booting into recovery mode. That's why it's going so damn slow. Well, that and it's booting off a freaking hard drive. What are you doing? Love you too. Yes, I do. Love you very much. He wants to help. Hi. Your tail up my nose really doesn't give me any confidence. What are you eating? Don't eat the plastic, you idiot. Oh my god. This cat's a dork. I don't know why it was green the first time. Maybe it was my capture device. Maybe it just didn't sync right. Well, the good news is my drop frames have dropped down a little bit. I'm down to 46% instead of 50, so I guess that's a plus. I know it's not very reassuring. This is probably one of the worst live streams I've ever done. I don't think this mouse works. Oh, let's install Windows. Oh God, no. That's just too much torture. I had a mouse in this shithole. Where might it be? Okay, let me see if I can find a mouse. Apparently this one's not. Oh, do I have one over here? Should. A keyboard. PS2 mouse. Ah, here we go. There's mouse. Plop that into the e-waste receptacle. This one does not seem to be working either. And I know this mouse works. Wonder if we have a USB problem. Tis weird. Oh. Let's see here. Let me try something once. Actually, Robert, it's neither. It's a 4-1. This graphics card seems to be working. So this is actually a 4-column. I don't know if it's been firmware flashed or not. That's why I'm trying to get to. I'm trying to get to something so I can pull up System Profiler and see what the hell is going on here. At least that's my intention. Pretty sure I've got a Mojave USB here. I don't know which one it is. I've got 3 different sticks back here. Get the busted up old Pro keyboard out here. Poor thing's falling apart. Still works good though. Well, it's definitely kicking out some warm air, I can tell you that, Thomas. Tigger and Winnie are out there raising all kinds of hell right now. I can hear them. It's 2 trip. Hey. So there must be something wrong with the rear USB ports. Okay, so somebody erased the hard drive. That's why it's booting into this. Let's reinstall Mac OS. Hi Sierra. Recovery server could not be contacted. Oh yeah, that's right, because I'm not hooked up to the internet. So yeah, let's install Sonoma on this thing. Oh, that'll go great. Okay. I know there. Oh, here it is. Yeah, I know there's a hard drive here somewhere. I think this might have Mojave on it. Yep, there we go. Oh, that's Monterey. Oh, Christ. Well, I'm doing fucking great. Okay. Laptop. Where's my laptop? There it is, my laptop. Laptop. And I'm sure the battery's dead. That'd be amazing if it wasn't. Seeing as how I haven't used this thing in 2 months. Yep. Okay. Let's see here. Wow. It's hard to believe, but I'm actually running out of SSDs. You're running Monterey on a 2008 Mac Pro? Holy Christ. That just sounds painful. Let's see here. Let's use this one. Okay, yeah. I have Sonoma on my on my Mac Pro, my 2009. Well, I can tell I haven't started this thing up forever. Okay. Text messages on here from October. Okay. Let's connect to the NAS. Oh my God. Come on, Tigger. Oh, Linux would probably scream on that 2008 Mac Pro. I put Linux Mint on a Core 2 Duo in my stepdad's garage, and oh my god, that thing, it just flies. It's crazy, insane. Oh, that sucks. Hopefully he didn't have a real high-end GPU in it. Man, that would kill me if my GPU got fried, because I have an RX 580 in mine. Yeah, that would kill me. I wouldn't even know what to do. I'd be lost without my digger. Quit eating the plastic, you freaking idiot. Yeah, I would. Oh my god, I would freaking have a heart attack if that happened. Yeah, I don't blame you there. Oh my lord. So I'll tell you, one of the best things you could probably do to protect your computer from power surges is put a UPS on them. Because then, if you at least if you get a power surge, if you have your UPS plugged into a good power strip, not the cheap shit $5 ones you get off of Amazon, but if you have your UPS plugged into a good power strip, then you have the surge suppression of the power strip plus that UPS can absorb a large amount of that surge. Not guaranteed by any sense of the word. Nothing's ever guaranteed, but it'll definitely give you an extra layer of protection. I'll tell you. I didn't shut it down because of a problem. I shut it down because I unplugged the goddamn thing. Oh, really? I guess I have mine plugged into the wall. I have mine plugged into a power line filter surge suppressor unit. Which might be why mine doesn't complain. They want the cleanest power possible going into that thing. If I know with mine, and I don't know if it's totally shot or what, but I haven't been able to use mine since I moved here. Because it won't yes. It's not happy about the power here. Our power here is pretty bad. You don't have any my Bitcoin all night. That's funny. You made 10 cents. And you spent $20. Oh my god. No, Jay, it's not fixed yet. It is working though. Yeah, I do need some power conditioning. I'm kind of hoping I can do that in the next year because I would really, really love to upgrade my service here. My service panel, I mean, you have to realize this. I mean, I live in a trailer. It's a mobile home. Well, this mobile home was built in 1975. Now, the wiring's fine. It's actually, believe it or not, I mean, this place actually has 12.2 Romex in it, and it's actually in really good shape. But my panel I have a 100 amp panel. I have a 150 amp service going into the house, but I only have a 100 amp panel. And it's made by Bryant. And Bryant hasn't made electrical panels in 30 years, probably. So I'd really like to upgrade the service panel and everything to something a little more modern. And then in the meantime, I'd like to get a surge suppression power filter put on the main cables coming into the house. Yes, the heating company. that's same Bryant. They used to make electrical panels. No, I wasn't planning on outsourcing it. I can change the electrical panel myself. Oh my gosh. No, I don't have that problem. I mean, I have to say, as old as this place is, the electrical system's great. It's held up very well over the years. Um, I need to install new outlets. A lot of the outlets are shot after 50 years. But other than that, for the most part, the electrical system's actually pretty good. I just really need to. I need to replace the main cables coming into the house. Is one of the main things I need to do. That's going to be expensive. Oh Jesus! Oh my God! That's insane. Truthfully, your washer should be on a separate breaker, but you should be able to share something with the washer because it's not like you're running the washer all the time. Like my washer's in the bathroom and it shares the circuit with the bathroom, and I think part of the bedroom, master bedroom, I believe. Conduit. Oh my God, that's crazy. What do you want, troublemaker? All you ever want to do is cause trouble. Yes, you're good at causing trouble. Yes, you are. You're very good at causing trouble. Sorry, I know this isn't very exciting. I thought I had a Mojave installer, but apparently I don't, so I'm making one. This isn't exactly the fastest laptop in the world. It does look like at least the stream came back, and it looks like it's back to where it should be now. I mean, is it normal on your guys' end? Is it not cutting out anymore or anything like that? OBS says it's not dropping frames anymore. Okay. I'm not going to guarantee it's going to stay that way, but you know. Yeah, I put an SSD in it. I put 128 gig in it. Windows Server. Oh my lord. Well, you know what they say. These things actually do run Windows better than they run Mac OS sometimes. Fans on this poor MacBook Pro are going crazy right now. It's a 2009 model. Whether it's been flashed, I don't know. But it is it's a 4 comma 1 from the factory. You can tell a 4 comma 1 and a 5 comma 1 by this section down here. Because the 4 and 5 comma 1s they're the ones that have the slide out CPU tray down here. Um, whereas the 1, 2, and 3 don't have this. So like if you're just looking inside the machine like this, it's kind of hard to see. In case anybody's really curious. So a quick and easy way to tell visually by looking inside is just by looking here. Because the 4 and the 5 comma 1, which is the ones that are the most desirable, they're the ones that have this slide out CPU tray. Whereas the 1, 2, and 3, they'll have the CPU section here, which will be covered. It's actually like right here. And then they'll have the 2 RAM cards that pull out. So, and then this one here has, you can see, has 2 heat sinks. So this is the dual processor. If it was a single processor, it would just have one big long heat sink right about here. So, and if you're just looking at the front or the rear, the easiest way to tell the early models versus the latest models, you just look at the FireWire ports. The 4 and 5 have only FireWire 800, whereas the 1, 2, and 3 have FireWire 400 and 800 ports on them. I mean, the guy did say in the ad that when I looked at the ad, the guy did say that these are 4 comma 1s. I've had people, I've read ads where people said some weird shit, and when you look inside the machine, or you look at the front, or you look at they'll say, oh, it's a Mac Pro, and here it's a G5. Or they'll say, oh, it's like a 2012 model Mac Pro, and here it's like a 2008. You know, this guy actually knew what the hell he had. So he's a very smart guy. We must have talked for a good hour. So that's great, Thomas. That seems to be the biggest problem with those, and I don't think there's a replacement GPU for those Fire Pros. I don't think you could put a. I don't think there's like an aftermarket GPU for those. I could be wrong. This dude was just so glad that he finally had somebody who knew what the hell this thing was, what these were, and wasn't going to haggle with him on the price because he knew what this thing was worth. He knew he said straight up to me. He said, "It's like, dude, if I wanted to do that, I could have pulled. He could have pulled this processor tray out and sold this for $150. You know, he knew that. He wasn't faffing around. So, God, you stink cat. Oh, that's Winnie. Oh, it's Winnie. So, and I got two of them for $100. Now the other one is a single processor, but it's chock full of memory. You know. Now that one there, he says he can't get the power on, so I'm going to go out on a limb and say that one probably has a dead power supply. So my plan is I'm going to take this tray out and put this in mine. And I'll put my single CPU tray in this, and I'll probably just leave it back here and use it. Well, there is only one GPU in a 2013. You mean like would it still boot like if you used eGPU or something? Or can you even do that on those? Oh, it does have dual GPUs? Oh, okay. Wow, I didn't know that. I thought it only had one. Oh. They all blow. Yeah, I know. Oh, you can't. Yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah, can when do you guys deal with that? I can't. I don't have any control here. Well, actually, I probably do. funny. No, you keep your burrito warm. Well, hey, that's a good thing. I mean, I don't know. That machine was just a whole shit show. Tigger, I don't need your help. Well, I mean, at least if nothing else, it could be good for that, Robert, right? I don't know. That whole machine was just that whole fucking machine was just a crying shit. They had a good machine going there. I mean, it's not a piece of shit like technologically. It's just the whole execution of it is a shit show. I mean, people didn't buy Mac Pros because they fucking looked good. They bought them because they fucking did what you needed them to do. And then they put it into that little ass trash can. Everything fucking blows up in them. Yeah. If I were to sell my 5.1 Mac Pro, it wouldn't be worth dick. That's why I keep using it, because it ain't worth dick. I've spent way too much money on it. I mean, besides the computer itself, I paid Jay $100 for the computer, which was a hell of a deal in 2017. Um, I mean, I put 64 gigs of RAM in it. I got a 6 core, 3.06 gigahertz processor in it. I got an 8 gig Radeon RX 580 in it. I have a Sonnet SATA 3 card in it. I've got a Sonnet USB 3.1 card in it. I have a Blu-ray burner. I've got one, two, three. I got 4 2 terabyte hard drives, spinning hard drives. I've got a 1 terabyte and a 2 terabyte SSD and another 480 gig SSD in it. So, oh yeah, people who have iMac Pros do not want to sell them, and when you do see them for sale, they are insanely expensive. I was looking for iMac Pros myself. That is a hell of a fucking computer. Oh my god, that thing's a screamer. The cheapest one I found was like $500, and I think it had a smashed screen on it. Oh yeah, I love my 5.1. It's been a great machine. Hey, it does everything I ask it to. Never complains. I have two 32-inch monitors on it. One's full HD, the other one's 4K. I can watch 4K videos on it. The fans ramp up pretty high, but I mean, I can do it. Wow, that sucks. That would have been a pretty good. That'd be a good machine to fix up. Of course, the question is how. What's wrong with the screen? Was it the screen or was it the GPU? Oh my God, this thing's slow. Oh, so the screen was bad. I don't know. Electric isn't really cheap around here either. I mean, it might be cheaper than Europe, but I have heard electric is a lot higher over there than it is here. Well, if you were anywhere near me, I would consider helping you out. I have an old MacBook Pro here. Can't you see it? this MacBook Pro actually isn't terrible. This is a 2013 um, 15-inch Retina MacBook Pro with a quad-core i7 in it. $78 a month or $78 for all the months? Yeah, that's not bad. That's cheap. I think I figured it out. I think it cost me maybe at the most $30 a month to run my Mac Pro. Yeah. You're a little lower than I am, but your electric cost might be a little lower than mine too. Yeah, I'm kind of to the point right now where I hate to say it, but you could pretty much. I'm gonna hang on to my Mac Pro until you have to pry it out of my cold dead fingers, and it just won't fucking work anymore. Because I have an Apple Silicon machine. It's matter of fact, that's what I'm streaming from right now, and all the applications that I use, they're optimized for Intel machines, and they just run a hell of a lot faster. One thing I will tell you, this thing will fucking scream on is Final Cut Pro. Oh my fucking god, is it fast? It is fucking insane doing anything on Final Cut Pro on this Mac, this studio. But most of the stuff that I use is older stuff, and it's optimized for Intel, and a lot of times there are no new versions. So, oh yeah, I mean when you're vertically integrated like that, Jay, you're making the hardware, you're making the software specifically to run on that hardware. You know, I mean, it's going to be lightning fast. And I don't even think Apple's even raised the price of Final Cut Pro in years. I think it's still $399 for the normals. Oh, I'm sure my iPhone 13 probably outperforms my Mac Pro sometimes, but you know, Tigger, you're bad. I'm just curious, where's the App Store at? Here it is. Oh, it's $2.99. It actually went down in price. Holy hell. Oh no, I don't want to buy it. Jesus Christ. I can't afford that. Tigger! Come on. God, you're bad. So yeah, I think it went down. I thought it was $3.99. Whoops. All right, finally. Okay. Whoops. All right. I don't know. You can't really compare Apple Silicon graphics to a 4070. I'm not even sure how you would do that. Okay. Why did it not accept my option key? I don't know why we're back to the green graphics again. I think it might be my scaler doing it. You know what? Opening Linux for the first time. The hell? It's booting Linux. Oh my god. Oh, that's fucking hilarious. It actually fucking booted! Holy shit! Oh, that's fucking great! Oh my god, that's just, oh my god, that's just epic. Holy shit. Well, we know it can boot Linux. Oh, where's the terminal at? There it is. Oh my god. All right, so this machine has been firmware upgraded. It is a Mac Pro 5,1. Oh, it looks like it's got Intel Xeon 5570s. 3.06 gigahertz. And it does not recognize the video card correctly. And it does have 64 gigs of RAM. We ended up on Linux because somebody told me to put an SSD in it, and apparently that SSD had Linux on it. I just grabbed a random SSD, and it must have had a Linux installed from something on it. So... But, I mean, at least I accomplished what I wanted to accomplish in a roundabout way. I mean, I did find out about the machine. So it has been firmware updated to 5,1. It's got X5570s in it. So the processors, I think, have been upgraded. And it is seeing all the memory. So...
Front, left.
So the sound works. No, because NeoFetch should be reading the actual hardware. Hey, the machine seems to be working. Sport versus sport, yeah.
That's right. Yeah, the screen on this fucking thing is nice.
Okay. Now, let's see if we can actually boot off of the flash drive this time. No. So. Okay. Oops. Alright, let's take this crappy thing out. At least I know that works, though. So I tried doing a PRAM reset on this thing, and it didn't seem to want to work. So I'm hoping taking the battery out will do that. And let's put the better GPU in. Okay. Now, let's plug the display in. Okay, there we go. Oh, let's plug the power in. Am I happy with my purchases so far? Yes, I am, Steve. I'm just glad it works. Hey, Brucey, how you doing? I don't know why it's not taking the option key for me to boot off of USB. Yeah, I'm here. See, now it's reading the graphics card right now. It's saying an ATI Radeon HD 5870 with 1 gig of RAM. Install Fortnite. Oh, jeez. Oops. I keep grabbing my magic mouse. Oh, that's not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. Okay, so it doesn't have Wi-Fi in it, which kind of sucks. I wouldn't mind having Wi-Fi. Apparently it doesn't have Bluetooth either. Oh, I know the aerials are already in there. It's just it doesn't have the card. I thought it would at least have Bluetooth in it. I mean, I thought these all had Bluetooth. Oh, yeah, it does. Right there it is. So maybe Linux just doesn't have the driver. Oh, no, it's unplugged. Ah. That's why it wasn't working. Yeah, check that shit out. There we go. So, yeah, it does have Bluetooth. It doesn't have Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi card's missing. Yeah, the airport card would normally go right here. And there's the aerials for it. The plugs for the aerials. There's 3 of them there. Over here, this is Bluetooth. And this plug was off the main board. It's definitely it's a bit of a learning curve. I will admit, but you know I've found I've been sticking with Linux Mint because it seems to be one of the easiest distros to get into, and and use. Aha! Oh, what the hell happened? Well, that's interesting. So now that I plugged the Bluetooth card back in, and I actually held down Option, I actually got a boot picker this time. Yeah, I really like Linux Mint. It's super light. It runs great on just about, I mean, it runs great on anything I've thrown it at. The oldest machine I have it running on is a Core 2 Duo, which you guys watched me install it on that machine here. And I'm telling you, it fucking flies on that thing. I haven't seen a Core 2 Duo machine run that good in 20 years. Yeah, I wonder if that, because I'm pretty sure these machines all came with Bluetooth. I think that was standard on this model. I know it was optional on the earlier ones, but I think it was standard on this one. I'm wondering if that was throwing things off. Let's install macOS Mojave. Oh, don't worry. I got plenty of Linux around here. That was just a base install anyway. It wasn't like it was a customized deal. It was just a base. I probably did it in one of these machines laying around here. Matter of fact, I have a Core 2 Duo deck here that the only thing I could get to run on it was fucking Linux. Hey, Starbuck, how you been? I'm starting to think you and your brother were dead. I hadn't seen you for so long. Yeah. Well, I've been trying to install Mac OS on this thing. So I threw an SSD in, and the SSD I threw in there just happened to have a copy of Linux Mint on it. And of course, it booted right up, because it's Linux. It just fucking works. Yeah. Yeah, they have a 32-bit. And I think they have a 32-bit Lite version, too. Which would probably be good for an Atom. I don't think there's any limitations. I mean, it's going to be 32-bit, so you're going to be stuck running 32-bit software. But it's not that big of a deal, really. Especially if you're running it on an Atom, for crying out loud. I've never tried running it on an Atom. I'll tell you one thing that fucking flies on an Intel Atom. And that is Haiku. I installed Haiku on one of my little mini laptops that I have here. It has like a 1.4 gigahertz. I think it's a dual core Atom in it. Oh my fucking god, does that fucking fly. Because almost every one of my little mini laptops, they all have Atom processors in them. And I think the maximum amount of memory you can install in there is 4 gigs. I think it might even be 2 for some processors. The Atom was never intended to be a computer processor. It was meant to be for microcontrollers. Yeah, it probably could. I don't know how well it would be a media server. I have a NAS that's got a Celeron in it, for fuck's sake. So, it can't be any worse than that. Oh, yeah. Now, for a file server, you could probably do it. I don't know if I'd push a media server on it, though. That would be pushing it pretty hard. Hey, Sean, how you doing? Yes, this is a computer. I finally got a dual processor Mac Pro. I'll tell you something, Robert. So I have a 2-bay Synology DS710 Plus NAS here. And I'll tell you, that thing is fucking awesome. It's small. It's quiet. It just sits on the shelf. It's sitting right up here on the shelf right above me. It runs all day, every day. Doesn't use much power. And I run my Plex. I have a Plex server on it with all my movies and TV shows, and a file server on it, and it's great. And it doesn't use much power. I am running Mint on my 2011 MacBook Air now, Starbucks, because Mac OS was just so fucking painfully slow on that thing. That dual core 1.7 gigahertz. Now that one was that's an i7, but it's only a dual core, and it only had 4 gigs of RAM in it. And of course, you can't upgrade anything in it. Now my MacBook Pro is still running Mac OS. My 2013 MacBook Pro still runs Mac OS pretty well. Now mine's an i7 model, quad core i7. Yeah, I mean, if you have a newer machine like that, I mean, I wouldn't blame you for running Mac OS on it, but truthfully, the Mac Mini will fucking beat the Atom's ass any day. That Core 2 Duos are very powerful processors for their day. Oh, Mac Minis are great. I love Mac Minis. They're little. I don't have any right now. Even my NAS isn't fanless. But you never hear it. The fans never get loud in it. Late 2012, 27-inch iMac. I hate to say it, but that would probably be a good candidate for Linux at this point. They're kind of sluggish. I mean, they still run Mac OS, but the GPUs really kill them. Oh yeah, I'm sure it probably runs great. Hi. I love you too. Why are you being so sweet today? Did I forget to feed you again? Merc, did I forget to feed you again? $10, I forgot to feed him again. Tiger. Oh, I'm telling you, once you get a big screen, like 23, 27 inch, you'll never go back to a small screen again. I mean, I have a 32-inch monitor on this machine. I have dual 32s on my Mac Pro. Hell, I've even gotten a 23-inch display at work. Oh, I did feed him. He's been fed. Trust me, he's not starving to death by any sense of the word. He wants his treats, is what he wants. Yeah, that's really what you want. Yeah, you want your treats. And you know you don't get your treats until I go to bed. He might just be back here trying to be sweet, too. He is a very sweet cat. He's very bad, but he is a sweetheart. He's never usually too far away from me either. I don't know, all my male cats have always been sweethearts. It's always my female cats that are assholes. I have 2 boys and 2 girls. The boys are sweethearts, the girls are bitches. Neither girl wants anything to do with me. Ugh. What are you punching me for? What was that for? He's trying to squeeze between me and the computer to lay down. There. Does that help? Hi, baby. $45. Oh my god. I can only imagine how heavy that fucking thing is. 45-inch CRT? I didn't even know they made one that big. Oh yeah, he's thrilled now. Yep, there we go. Time for belly rubs. Time for belly rubs. Yeah, that's got to be insanely heavy. Oh my god. And if it's that big, it's got to be probably a fucking Sony Trinitron too. Oh yeah, 45-inch Sony Trinitron. And Trinitron tubes are already heavy as hell. Hey, baby. Oh yeah? I thought those things had the internal GPUs permanently disabled, like in hardware. That's pretty cool to know. Because I know the Core i series CPUs, they have a GPU built into them. Well, let's see what happens. We are booting Mac OS for the first time. $5 foot. Oh my god. This one's a dual. The one I use is a single. Like my personal machine is a single. Yeah, it's got to be my scaler doing that. I think my scaler's not syncing properly. I'm just going to take the CPU tray out of this one and put it in my other one. But I got to upgrade the CPUs in it first. They'll be here next week. X5775 3.06 gigahertz 6 core. Same one I have now. Yeah. Yep, 12 threads. 6 cores, 12 threads, 2 processors. So basically what I'll do is I'll take the single out of that and put it in this one. The only time I've seen Super Mario Brothers in arcade machines is in those Play Choice machines. Oops. Oh, you're not helping. Ouch. $1. That's salty. So yeah, this thing has had a CPU upgrade. This originally had 2.66 gigahertz CPUs in it. Now it has 2.94s. Unfortunately, it only has 1066 memory in it, which sucks. Oh, okay. Something seems to be wrong with the sound. Oh. Internal speaker. There we go. There we are. Okay. Sounds like crap, but it works. Yeah, you can run Sequoia. I'm not running it on anything. No, the 5870 definitely will not. No, you have to have at least a metal compatible card. The 5870 is not metal compatible by any sense of the word. I've actually been lucky. I haven't had any issues with the open core processors. They've worked just fine for me. So I got the standard super drive in it. Seems to be working fine. I mean, I have Sequoia on my Mac Studio here, and I mean it's fine. I I had some crashes when I first installed it, but it seems to be working fine now. Yeah, five RX 580s are cheap, and they're not a bad card. I mean, I have one; they work just fine. Yeah, it supports metal. Yeah, RX 580 supports metal just fine. Oh, they're great in that fucking chimes now. Oh yeah, the RX 580 works great in a Mac Pro. That's why I went with the RX 580 because at the time it was like one of the best cards I could get. Because I was running, so when I first got it, I was running Mojave yet. So, with this operating system. I ran Mojave for a long time. I ran it until I couldn't run it anymore. Because I like it. Hey, there you go. Although a GTX 1070 is a better card than an RX 580. In terms of, like if you're playing games and shit. Oh, you gave him an RX 580 for a GTX. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, I mean, it depends on your purposes. A GTX 1070 is useless in a Mac because you can't use NVIDIA cards. But in a PC, they're fucking awesome. I have a 1060 in my laptop. And yeah, it is a damn good GPU. It's actually a damn shame that you can't use NVIDIA GPUs on Macs because I hate to say it, but sometimes they are better. I mean, I prefer AMD stuff, but the problem is most of the shit that you're doing on your Mac anyway is a GTX 1070 or any of those cards are pretty much wasted on it. You know. Yeah, I just have a 1060 in mine. Of course, then again, it's not like I have a fucking choice. I can't, it's integrated into the laptop. I can't upgrade it. There you go. Made some money. Which I could have got a RX 580 for $25. Of course, I got mine. I think I paid $169 for mine. I got mine right before I got mine as the pandemic was starting. So I was lucky. I was able to get it pretty cheap. Because GPU prices shot up right after that. I think like a month after I bought mine, I think they shot up like $100. You can use 570s in Macs too. I think you can use 560s too. I know the 540s you can't. I'm not sure about the 470s. I have a 1,1 too. I love that machine. It's a great machine. I got mine all tricked out. Unfortunately, the operating system is what kills it. The fact that you can only run El Capitan on it, it really puts a hindrance on things, unfortunately. But you can really see this thing struggling with this poor old 5870 GPU in it. Oh my god. Oh wow. You're really covering the whole spectrum there. Although you ought to replace, instead of booting 10.7, you ought to have it set to boot 10.11. There is a hack that you can install 10.11 on a 1,1 Mac Pro. That Windows XP and Windows 7 were pretty good on that thing, though. Well, I'm just saying, if you run a 10.7, you might as well just take it up to 10.11. I can understand why you have Tiger on there, but I mean, if you're gonna do anything higher than Tiger, you might as well just go to El Capitan. I mean, it runs beautiful on them.
That seems to be the biggest problem with those, and I don't think there's a replacement GPU for those Fire Pros. That's the. Oh
Should
my
you
god.
playing when YouTube okay? Well, I mean, the machine seems to be working. Ever since I plugged in that Bluetooth card, the machine seems to be working perfect now. I can't believe that was the freaking problem with this thing. The fact that the Bluetooth was unplugged, but hey, I've seen stranger shit over my ears. So, running Tiger still allows him to run PowerPC software. Snow Leopard, you can't do that. Because if you're running Tiger, you can run PowerPC software. Yeah, unfortunately, if Snow Leopard still had that compatibility, I would definitely say go to Snow Leopard, because Snow Leopard's a great operating system. But unfortunately, after Jaguar, they dropped the PowerPC compatibility, which sucks. Yeah, that's yeah. At least that would be the main. If I was running like if I was running a dual boot setup like he is, that would be the reason I would run Tiger. Otherwise, truthfully, it's if you're only running Intel apps, it's kind of dumb to have Tiger on it and another operating system. But if you're running Intel apps or if you're running PowerPC apps, then yes, Tiger is going to be the best because it's pretty light. It doesn't take a lot of resources and it runs PowerPC software well. Whereas Leopard, I'm sorry, Leopard, not Jaguar, Leopard doesn't. It's a lot heavier and it's a lot more hacked. So this one works. So we saved 1 out of 2. Not bad. Maybe we'll work on another one tomorrow. Either way, I gotta eat something. I'm fucking starving. I should have eaten something before I did this. But I wasn't hungry before I did this. Yeah, my 1,1 I've got I'm running LCAP. Now this thing's in storage right now. I don't even have it. It hasn't been touched in probably a good year. But it runs LCAP. It was a server for a while. Yeah. Actually, the other one's lighter than this. This one was the heavy one. The other one's actually lighter because it's only got the single CPU, so the tray's a lot lighter. But yeah, I had an NVIDIA Quadro in mine. I think 512 meg card. Oh, got a crap load of hard drives in that thing. I don't have any of the hard drives in it anymore. They're all in my Mac Pro now. Because I was using it as a file server for a long time. And, I mean, I used that machine. I mean, I used to get online with it and everything. It ran great. Good running machine. So, it's just unfortunately, it's just the technology is just a little too old. So, for a daily driver. But it's still a good machine. Now I'm a little more comfortable with Linux. I might actually try running Linux on that fucking thing. Because I've upgraded the processors in that, so it's got quad core processors in it. So it's got 2 quad core processors in it. I think it's got 32 gigs of RAM in it. So I think it's the max on that machine. I think. I can't remember. It's kind of it's a weird machine because it's a 64-bit machine, but it's got a 32-bit EFI. So I don't know how that's going to play. I don't know how well that plays well with alternate operating systems. I've never actually tried. I might actually try running Linux on it though. I hear you murping. Oh, hi, Winnie. Hi, beautiful. Oh my gosh. Winnie came in. She came in on her own. Hi, Winnie. She is really skittish. Hi, pretty girl. She's very pretty. Yeah, she's very skittish. And she typically avoids me. But her and Tigger are joined at the hip. So basically, wherever he goes, she goes. Except in the bedroom. She won't come in the bedroom. Yet. I'm kind of hoping since she came in here with him, it might change a little bit. Tigger, we doing, Merp? Come here, Merpy. All right, Robert, take care. Yeah, she's about a year old. She's a little over a year old. They're about the same age. That's kind of why I wanted her. So the story was is she was a stray. She was found as a kitten, where she was about 4 months old, I guess, 3 or 4 months old when they found her as a stray. And they had her in multiple foster homes, and she wouldn't adapt. She didn't adapt, and so they had her at the shelter, and they pretty much labeled her as unadoptable. And they were actually considering um, releasing her, putting her back out on the streets because she was just she didn't want anything to do with people. She didn't seem to want anything to do with other cats. So one of the guys I work with, he works for a rescue, the rescue that found her, and we were talking about it, and I said, well, I'd be willing to take her because she's about the same age as Tigger, and I kind of wanted to have Tigger to have a companion of his own, and so they gave her to me. So I adopted her. They didn't charge me for her, and she's got a good life. I mean, she's living the best life she can. She's getting better. I mean, just the fact that she's in here with me is amazing. Hey, Winnie. Hi, pretty girl. Tigger, she's looking for you. And she has somebody her own age to play with. So, you know, I think that's a big help too. I mean, people don't think they are, but cats can be very social creatures. You know, at least house cats are. Hi, pretty. A lot of wild cats aren't, but a lot of house cats are social creatures. You know. Plus, they need to be stimulated. They need to have something to do. I mean, there is such a thing as dying of boredom. So I think they just complement each other. And I'm just so glad that they. I mean, even if she doesn't warm up to me, I mean, I'm okay with that. I mean, I have a black cat. She hates me. You know, but I mean, I don't kick her out. She still lives here. You know, she just doesn't want anything to do with me, which is fine. You know, I love her the same as I love any other cats. She's pretty to look at. But like I said, even if she doesn't warm up to me and if she doesn't really want anything to do with me, that's fine. She's got Tigger, and Tigger has her, and that's all I care about. So, oh, her tail always looks poofed. Her tail, I don't. Her tail always looks like it's poofed up. Hey, I think it's the rings. I think it's the because she's got a tabby cat. I think it's just the way the rings are on her tail that makes it because it's not actually poofed up. I think it's just the way the rings look that makes it look like it's poofed up. So, but well, I'm gonna call it a night, guys. Yeah, so I can get up to her. I'll put my finger out, and she'll sniff it. So I'm getting warmer with her. You know, but she may never turn into a cuddle bug. I mean, she may never be like Tigger. Tigger's up my ass. I mean, look at me sitting here at my desk. So, you know, That cat's so far up my ass, it's ridiculous. So, I've had her for about 2 months now. It took her, I think it took her 3 weeks just to come out of hiding. And it probably took her another 2 weeks before she would even get close to me. But now, I mean, she gets close to me, and she doesn't mind hanging out in the same space as me. She just, as long as I don't like approach her. So, but she's getting there. I'm hoping she'll come around. She'll turn into a regular house cat and accept loves and everything. But if she doesn't, she doesn't. It's just the way it is. You know, this is Mike's house of wayward cats. What can I say? We take them all as long as they got fuzzy. So, I'm going to call it a night here, guys. I got to get something to eat and I got to go to bed because I got to work tomorrow. So, everybody have a wonderful night. We might do another one tomorrow. We might see if that other one works. So, yeah, you're right, Thomas. So, everybody have a wonderful night, and well, maybe we'll see what's going on tomorrow or over the weekend. So, thank you, everybody. Have a good night.